Welcome back. This winter has been mild for the most part, but first responders say temperature swings like the one we're going through can make an already dangerous situation even worse. That's why emergency officials are reminding everyone to stay off frozen waterways. We joined the Wayne Township Fire Department as they trained in the icy waters to keep you and your family safe this winter.
In central Indiana, there's no safe ice. It just thaws and freezes too much.
That is why it is so important for first responders to take advantage of weather that allows them to train for the worst case scenario and prepare for ice rescues.
Depending on the size of the individual, it can be just a couple minutes before hypothermia sets in and that individual loses all ability to even communicate, self-rescue themselves. So the cold water will have a dramatic effect on an individual, and that's why we wear the cold water suits we wear. And even though any amount of time that we spend in the water is going to become an issue for our rescuers, obviously, as hypothermia will start to set in on them. So that's why we have to conduct these rescues in a rapid manner so that we can get that individual that's in the or falling through the ice because they have no protection, and also get our rescuers in and out of the water as quick as possible.
Before rescuers arrive on scene, Captain Mike Pruitt of the Wayne Township Fire Department says he knows that bystanders want to help, but there is a safe way to do it so you don't become a victim yourself.
We ask that you dial 911 immediately. Take the opportunity to find something that will float. You can throw them extension cords, rope, just anything that will float for them to hold on to until rescuers can arrive on the scene and safely remove them from the water.
If you slide off the road into a waterway, you need to be aware of your surroundings and make a judgment call to find the safest option for you and any other passengers.
It's important to get out of the vehicle if all possible you can. But in many cases, our ponds aren't that deep. So if the car does go into the water, if you're safe in that car and you don't have a filling full of water, then you sit tight until someone can rescue you.
Rescue crews also want to remind everyone that retention ponds are not for recreational use, and no one, including kids, should be on them at any time.
If you do see children out on the ice in your neighborhoods, take action quickly, get them off the ice. If they're not going to listen to you, then that's where we need to call 911 and report these individuals.
And if your pet or someone else's winds up on the ice, do not go after them. Either try to call the animal off the ice, or if they fall through, call 911.
We know what happens when any type of animal gets in distress, that people are going to make an attempt to try to save that animal. So we are equipped to come and help wherever we can with an animal, but with human beings who fall through the ice, this is something we encounter in the state of Indiana every year. We know that those stories are going to play out with someone falling through the ice, and many times it ends in a tragic situation because people just didn't pay attention to the conditions.
And Captain Pruitt also says that experienced recreational fishermen should have a good working knowledge of ice conditions if they do choose to go ice fishing. You are asked to make sure you go out with a flotation device and have a means of communication ready for an emergency. Otherwise, there is no reason anyone should be out on any ice or waterway this winter.